Hi.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you in Spain?
In Madrid.
You are? It's one of my favorite cities in the world, Madrid.
Wow, that's great.
I love the old part. I love all of it. It's just a gorgeous city.
So your film is a survival movie, but
Mm.
it offers a message of hope. And I was wondering, do you think we have reasons after this awful year to feel that hope again? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the vaccine, maybe the recent elections in the United States.
Those are two big reasons to feel hope. The vaccine, first and foremost, you have to deal with a world pandemic, right? And we have two, three, maybe four, if this Johnson and Johnson vaccine comes through, have four vaccines uh, that could actually help in a big way, and that gives us light at the end of the tunnel because we can't fix the economy until we fix this. So number one, that's it. Number two, I think it's an important message to send to the world that the United States no longer has a president that says that the press are the enemy of the people. I think that's an important message, and along with all the other messages, the message that none of us can go this alone, and that we're all in this together as a world, not just as one country. It's not America first; it's all of us, because we need each other to survive. I think those are, the idea to stand up to authoritarianism and to stand with our allies. I think those are all messages that we've been missing for a few years, and that gives me great hope.
Okay, and were Gravity or Solaris maybe sources of inspiration in the way to approach this film?
Exactly. And the way to approach it, certainly, because it wasn't just the films, it was the two directors, right? It was Steven Soderbergh and it was Alfonso Cuarón, who were, two of the best directors of their generation. And to be able to work with them on a day-to-day basis. I mean, Steven and I were partners for 10 years. And Alfonso and I are great friends, but to be able to sit on the set and watch and learn what they were doing and how they were approaching space in particular was really fascinating because the stories are pretty intimate. The stories are pretty small and intimate. That part you can tell. I understand that, but also how to place them inside a much larger frame is required an expertise that I had to learn as I was going.
And you also play a character in this film. Is it easier for you to perform when you direct yourself or when somebody else does?
No, it's easier when somebody else does, because you don't want to be so self-conscious that if I'm acting and there's a director I'm working with and I trust, Alexander Payne or Alfonso or the Coen brothers, you're in their hands. You go, I trust you, and they say, do it faster, do it louder, done. When it's you and you're doing it, the problem is you're not watching it while you do it. You're in it. So there are things that you don't even know. There could be something going wrong on the set. There could be something falling down. The other actor may not be doing what you want, and so you have to kind of break character and talk to them. And it's not as comfortable to do. That's for sure.
And you have been working with Grant Heslov for so many years. Could you imagine any of these that you have accomplished when you first met?
No, because when we first met, we were in acting class. He was 19 and I was 21, and I'm like 27 now, so that's like 6 years ago. And I was broke. He loaned me $100 to get headshots that I used, and we decided early on that we wanted to work together, and we did. And of course, we tried to get things done. When you're young, you couldn't get it done. So the night at the Oscars, when we were both standing up on stage winning Best Picture, uh, you know, and all of our friends were there watching, that's a really exciting, fun moment to be able to go that journey, and I can't tell you how rewarding our friendship has been.
Just to finish, you shot this film expecting it to be seen in cinemas.
Yeah.
How do you picture the future of cinema?
I feel really confident about the future of cinema. They always sort of, write the eulogy for cinema. It's always when television came in, cinema's gone, or when VHS or DVDs came in, goodbye cinema. The truth of the matter is cinema is going to continue to exist. It has to. People want to get out of the house. They want shared experiences. It's a good date thing to do. And more than anything else, it's fun to see movies on the big screen and share them. A comedy with 1,000 people is much funnier. So that's all going to continue on. I don't see that they're going to be mutually exclusive to have streaming, to have Netflix and those guys streaming and to have cinema. I think they're both going to be fine. There's a lot more work with the streaming, with Netflix and places like that, because, when I started, there was 64 television shows in the whole world or in the whole United States. And so there weren't that many acting jobs, and now there's a lot more acting jobs and a lot more writing and directing jobs. So it's all good.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Have fun. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.